Ciao everybody, Katerina here. Well, my home is Christmas. I love my home all decked out for Christmas. I'm not done yet, but in 2 weeks, Michaela has invited us to her cookie exchange. Again, this will be our 6th year attending. And her beautiful mother made a request for my Genovese cookies. I first had these cookies in Tuscany. I have the recipe. It is a cookie that is usually made around the Christmas season. Really simple to prepare and delicious. So let's get started. Genovese Christmas cookies. This is what we will be preparing today. We're going to start with preparing the custard for the Genovese Christmas cookies. Now, I'm preparing this now for you, but this should really be done the night before and refrigerated, like I have one already in the refrigerator. Set your heat to medium. In the saucepan, I'm going to add 2 cups of homogenized milk. To the milk, I'm going to add the lemon peel of a large lemon. If you can't find a large lemon, 2 small lemons will do. And all I'm going to let this do now is just simmer. I want all the lemon, the zest from the lemon to infuse inside the milk. With my stand mixer and a whisk attachment, I'm going to add 4 egg yolks to my dish, 6 tablespoons of granulated sugar. I'm going to give this a really good beating, at least 5 minutes. You want it a very pale color because you want to break down the sugar. Okay, I'm going to stop to do a scrape down. Now we can go back to our whipping. A nice pale yellow. Now I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and back to a beating. My milk is simmering beautifully with the lemon. You could smell it. Oh, beautiful. Come and look at that. You can just smell the lemon infusing inside the milk. See how the flour has stuck to the side of the bowl? This is why you need to do a scrape down. You want everything incorporated evenly. The beginning of my custard is ready. Now I'm going to start adding the hot milk a little bit at a time. What I'm doing is I'm going to be tempering the egg mixture because I don't want to end up with scrambled eggs. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start adding a little bit of the hot milk without the lemon to my egg mixture, just to bring it up to the temperature of the hot milk. This is what's going to make the custard. Now, the custard is come to the temperature of the milk. Now I'm going to add it to the milk. Now this is really important. You cannot stop mixing here. You have to keep mixing. You cannot leave your stove until you have a beautiful thick custard, which is going to be part of the cookie. It's already thickening up. Look how beautiful. You cannot leave your stove. I'm just going to, it's a little bit hot, so I'm just going to move to where there's no heat. And to look for those little bubbles. Once those bubbles appear, you count to 60 and your custard is ready. Let's see if the bubbles are coming. Not yet. Oh, here we go. Now that you can hear the bubbles, you can see the bubbles. Can you see them? We're going to count to 60 and our custard is done. Now that the custard is ready, I'm going to add the juice, lemon juice of a small lemon. I have a bowl with a fine sieve here. I'm just going to put the custard cream through the sieve just to remove all the skin from the lemon and all the leftover egg legumes and any other impurities. You don't want that in your cookie. Just pushing it through, and then I will clean my spoon and then take it down from the bottom. We're done. This is all the stuff you don't want in your custard. I'm going to discard this now. I'm going to place plastic right on top of the custard because you don't want that film to form. And I'm just going to put it all around. And I'm going to place this in the refrigerator for overnight. Start with the cookie dough part of this cookie. You're going to need 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature. To the butter, I'm going to add half a cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to give this a really good beating. I'm going to stop the machine and do a scrape down. You see how all the butter just went to the side of the bowl? You don't want that, so we're just going to push it down and continue beating it. You want the sugar to break down. Meantime, I have 1 large egg here, also at room temperature, and a teaspoon of vanilla bean extract. And I'm going to give this a really good mix. To add the egg and vanilla, and I'm going to allow it to mix for a few minutes. Start preparing the dry ingredients. In this bowl, I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour that was sifted before I measured it out. I'm just going to mix the flour and the baking powder. Make sure it's all incorporated evenly. We're ready to add the dry to the wet, a tablespoon at a time. I'm going to stop the machine and do a scrape down. This is the second one I've done. My dough is ready. I'm going to transfer it to some plastic wrap in the refrigerator along with the custard that we just made for 24 hours. Now I'm going to go and get a dough and custard that I prepared yesterday. Ready to assemble our cookie. You will want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to start with half the dough. The other half, I kept it in the refrigerator until we're ready for it. A little bit of bench flour. Now, the Genovese Christmas cookies are all traditionally made with this cookie cutter with the little grooves. So I'm going to stick to tradition. Of course, if you don't have this cookie cutter with all these little grooves, you can use a plain one. But we want to roll the dough out to approximately 1/4 inch. And keep moving your dough so that it won't stick. I'm going to start cutting them out and placing them on my baking sheet. Remember, you need 2 of these per cookie. My 1 teaspoon scooper, but I only have it filled 3/4 of the way. You don't want to fill it completely. And I'm just going to empty the custard in the center like this. Beautiful. And with my egg white that I scrambled and a paintbrush, I'm just going to paint around the edges. This is going to be the glue that adheres the other cookie to this cookie. And here we go. And there is our, make sure that all the air bubbles are out. And here is our Genovese cookie. My first batch is ready for the oven. I'm going to place them in the oven between 13 to 15 minutes. I will watch them. Notice that I didn't put an egg wash on these beautiful cookies, and the reason being, we're going to dunk them in icing sugar once they've cooled down. My first batch has been baked, and I'm going to say it, if you can only smell my kitchen. I'm going to allow them to cool for at least 45 minutes. Then we're going to dunk them in icing sugar, and then I'm going to taste one for you. I've already started dunking them in the icing sugar. Look how beautiful they look. Absolutely gorgeous. I know they're going to be a hit because they were a hit last year. I have 4 more batches to bake off, and I know that Michela is going to be thrilled. I'm so pleased the way my Genovese Christmas cookies turned out. I'm going to taste one for you. Oh, look, the icing sugar. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one in half and show you what it looks like inside. Look at all that lemony custard. How gorgeous is that? I'm going to taste it for you. Delicious. Tastes like Christmas. Just a burst of lemony custard. Delicious. You really have to try this for your Christmas table. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. and it's Caterina from my home to yours. Don't forget to hit your like button, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel and share my recipes. And I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas to you and your families. Ciao.
La gioia più grande non c'è, non pensare ai problemi e al dolore. Oggi è il giorno in cui trionfa l'amore. Oggi è nato il bambino Gesù. Non temere, non piangere più, anche se fa tanto freddo, se la neve scenderà.